Hello, everyone. This is Derek T. Billups Sr., President of the Foundation for Financial Fitness Incorporated and author of the book, Changing Your Condition, Not Your Position. Welcome back, everyone, to the Financial Fitness Challenge, Week 3. That's right, Week 3 of an 8-week challenge. In the first 2 weeks, first week, we talked about position. Second week, we talked about your credit score. And this week, we're going to talk about your credit history. Now, when I say we talk about it, we want you to get involved. We want you to be engaged. It's important that you take charge of your financial position so that it also ultimately changes your financial condition. In the first week, I have it up here. We're going to go old school a little bit. First thing I have up here is your position. Next week we had was your score, credit score, and the third week we have was your credit history. So we're going to talk a little bit, we're going to do a little review. And I think it's important, particularly for those of you who are new to the Financial Fitness Challenge. First one was position. Now, what is position? We gave a small and a short analogy the first week in terms of position. If you were sitting in a chair or laying down or standing up too long, laying in the wrong position, sitting in the wrong position, it makes you uncomfortable. And what we want you to do is understand if you're uncomfortable financially, how do you get out of that uncomfort and make things more comfortable for you? So that's what we really want you to do. And that's what we kind of admonish you, and hopefully that you went through your first week of position. Where am I? What's influencing me? Is it people? Is it the media? Is it my friends? My family? What's influencing me? What's helping or contributing to me being uncomfortable? And that's what we wanted you to do. We wanted you to challenge yourself. That's why it's called the Financial Fitness Challenge. We wanted you to challenge yourself financially so that you get a better understanding where you are and how do you do the things, or what do you need to do in order to make some adjustments to make you more comfortable in your current financial situation. That's what we want you to do. Okay. Now, if your position is uncomfortable, your financial position is uncomfortable, we need you to do certain things. And we talked about budgeting, tracking your spending, working with professionals, people that can help you to get in a better scenario so that, again, you're less uncomfortable and you start moving to being more comfortable. Then we talked about your credit score, week 2, your credit score. Now, what is that? That FICO number, that number, 500, 600, 700, 8 number, whatever it is. But that number, unfortunately, has a lot of control on some of the things that you can buy, some of the things you can do, particularly if it's big ticket items, homes, cars, maybe college loans, all kinds of things. It does contribute to that. And what we want you to understand is, if you have that number, how did you get that number? Why do you have that number? And what are the things that contributed to you getting that number? That's what we want you to do. We want you to say, I have this number. How did I get this number? And that's why we're going here to week 3, which is your credit history. And your credit history, I think we spoke a little bit about this last week. Your credit history, I'm going to give you another analogy. Let's assume you're in school. And when you get your grades, you say, well, I thought I was going to get an A, but I got a B. And what does your teacher do? Your teacher says, and if your parents are there, your teacher says, okay, let's review this. Let's go over this. And what they do is they say, what was your classwork, your homework, your test quiz, or your test grades, your quiz grades? And what she does or he does, they put all that together, they shake it up, they put it together, and they come up with a score. And that score equals a grade. That's your history. So it's usually over a 2 or 3 month period of time of homework and classwork and quizzes and tests, and they add it all up and they come up with a grade, a number grade, and a letter grade. And those two things come together. And what we want you to understand is, now you have a history. That's how you got the grade. Well, this history also has something to do with how you get your credit score. But the history is important because the history gives you a blueprint. And you need to go, you can go to Experian, you can go to Equifax, you can go to these companies, and they will help you to get your history. And as you get your history, then you can start to add up on why you have the score that you have. So first you need to understand your position. Now you have a credit score. The credit score says to you, this is my number, this is what people think of me, this is what I walk in front of a car dealership to try to get a car, or mortgage company, how can I get a loan? How do I get a loan? Or if I'm going to send my kid to school, can I get a loan to send my kid to school? If that happens, that score will contribute to if you can get those loans or what kind of interest rate and things you will receive because of that score. Now we want to understand, why do I have that score? What do we need to do to either change it, obviously change it to make it better if it's low, but what do we need to do in order to do a better job of having a higher score, a higher number? And that's what this credit history week is all about. It's going to challenge you to go to the credit bureaus, go to them, call up, Ask them to send you a free credit history report. Now you can do that. So you go to the credit bureaus, get the credit history reports, look at them, review them. And if you don't understand them, then that's why we always talk about getting professionals, getting people that can help you. And then what we'll do is next week, when we come back for week 4 of the Financial Fitness Challenge, we'll talk a little bit about your credit history, how you can get some of those things off, what do you need to do to challenge them. If you think there's a discrepancy of something that you disagree with or don't understand, how do you get more information about your credit history so that ultimately it can affect your score the way you want it to, as opposed to adversely affecting your credit score. We want to make sure that those things on your credit history are things that need to be there and should be there, and they're valid. And once we do that, then it will ultimately affect your credit score, which in turn, if it corrects if it deals with your credit score, will then help you, obviously, when you go to purchase other things, then you'll be in a better position to then purchase the things that you want to think. Now, this is Derek T. Billups Sr., again, president of the Foundation for Financial Fitness Incorporated, and author of the book, Changing Your Condition, Not Your Position. You can reach us at www.f4ff.net or financial fitness at f4ff.net. Foundation for Financial Fitness, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Also get our new app, F4FF 40691. Again, our new app is F4FF 40691. Wonderful app. Put it on your phone, have it there. It'll give you an opportunity as we make changes to our calendar, events come up, you'll be notified, and you can always connect us and be connected to us in any kind of way. Also, it allows you to go right to our website. You go right to our website. You keep update with us, and it's a great app. We're very excited about the new app. So please download it. Again, let me say that one more time. F4FF 40691. And we also can be reached at area code 856-577-2903. Again, this is Derek T. Billups Sr. Have a great financial fitness challenge week.